So, just debating whether to get a hot dog or whether to go to the Burger King, or whether to actually watch Gladiator 2 that's on at 7 o'clock. But I'm just going to go get some food and have a think about it.
My name is Popcornicus, Nachonus, Hot Doggus, and I shall have my snack in this life or the foyer. What I do in the bathroom echoes what's in the toilet. Now we're here to talk about Gladiator 2. Okay, so Gladiator came out in 2000, directed by Ridley Scott and starring Russell Crowe and Joaquin Phoenix. And years later, we get a sequel. So, enough of Big Paulie. This is my film review. So, sequels. Normally, they're not as good as the first one, with some exceptions, like Look Who's Talking 2, Top Gun Maverick, and The Empire Strikes Back. And Godfather 2, maybe, although I've still not seen it. Ooh. Anyway, massive spoiler alert in this. This film is, well, not yet. This film is big, it's massive, it sounds really good. They've got the original score. Hans Zimmer is not the composer in this film, but they use his score. So it sort of sounds like the original. Big, bold action scenes. Massive, lavish production. Got everything going for it. Good characters. But is it different from the original? Well, yes, in some respects, and it kind of ties up the first one as well. So it concludes the story. Spoiler alerts now. Most people die in this film except the main actor. So he does it all for nothing. He can't even share the glory afterwards of rebuilding the empire because everyone's dead. So that's a bit weird. It's also got some very strange scenes with monkeys that look like they belong in a sci-fi film. Excellently done, but it just doesn't fit in with a Colosseum fight. And then they top that by, they bring a rhino in, and I'm not even sure if that was ever done in ancient Rome. But then they fill the Colosseum with water, and then it becomes a Jaws movie. Sharks in the Colosseum, which maybe that happened. It just seemed weird. And then there's like some pirate battle as the two ships fight each other. It's just bizarre. You have got one tiger that appears, but it's not in the arena. It's a good film. Acting wise, I mean, I'll always like Pedro Pascal because he's the Mandalorian. And he's good in it. But I think the acting, even Denzel Washington, Denzel Washington is always good acting, but and the guy that plays the lead, which I've forgotten his name, he does a good job. But some of the other characters, I think the acting's a little bit soft. which is surprising. And I don't know why they didn't use Spencer Tree Clark, who's still acting, who played the original, it's Lucius is the name. He played the original Lucius in the first Gladiator film. He's still acting, so they could have used him, but the new guy does a good job. It looks gorgeous and it sounds gorgeous. And it is a good film and it's worth seeing. I'd probably give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. I loved the hand scene at the end when Denzel has a Luke Skywalker moment. I'll just leave that one there. It's quite funny. And then we come to the weird brothers, who are just bizarre. They're a cross between the guy in the first movie and some just weird. I can't work them out at all. But they are actually quite sinister. Maybe Game of Thrones, the one that the Boy King in Game of Thrones was probably the closest thing to them. But you want them dead at the end, and they do die, but not as you expect. And I don't think the villain suffers enough in this film, which has always been a thing of mine. So some facts for the movie. It only took apparently 50 days to film this film, which is incredible when you look how big it is. You can see they spent a lot of money on this film and it looks fantastic. 2.5 hours long, so it's not too bad. Time passed really quickly. The bit I don't quite understand is why Denzel Washington's character goes a bit serial killerish at the end and just takes people out for no reason. There doesn't seem to be a reason why he does what he does at the end, which is bizarre, but I won't spoil that part. So it is a worthy sequel without crapping all over the original, and it is worth seeing, so I recommend it, and it does get a thumbs up from me. And all in all, a good film. Anyway, if you like this video, smash a like and click the subscribe button, and more videos will be following soon. See you for now, Big David. Here we go. Screen 6. I want to see this film for a while.
Distant world. Darkness marched ever closer.
You left the hospital with another couple's son, and they left with yours.
It did a big poorly thing for Joe, but other than that, oh, it's a bit cold. That was really good. Not quite as good as the first one, but pretty good. Enjoyed it. Let's see how cold the car is.